Wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo.
Ọkùnrin ní méjì ọba sọkùnrin lé mọ́ bàbá bí tó ká mi mọ́ ni o ọkùnrin ní méjì bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ọba sọkùnrin gangan lé mọ́ ọkùnrin 1 million ní mi ọkọlọ́n tó lẹ́bi mi bùrà tí ọba sọkùnrin lé mọ́ ọkùnrin ní mi o tí èsì ẹkùnrin tí mo ń bẹ̀rù kankan mo mọ́ ń síbi ìdìdìrín fún yàn gbogbo tí bá change ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ mẹ́rìnbọ̀dì lọ́wọ́ kọ́tẹ́ tó dó débi níjọ́ tí mo change mọ́ ọlọ́run bí pé ayélujára kẹ́ pa mí lè tàbí kẹ́ change inú sẹ́ẹ̀lì ìyá ẹ̀sẹ̀ kan nínú kẹ́ yín gbogbo ọgbọ́n yín kẹ́ pa mí síbi àbí kẹ́ gbé mi kó mi tẹ̀ tèmi mọ́ kẹ́ gbé mi síbò mi ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ sì kan lẹ́nìí wọ́n change ẹ̀ lórí wọn tí mo mí náà wọ́n fún mo mí náà fi bá wọn sí ẹ̀ ń bàbá mi ilé ní mi ẹ̀ mọ̀ mi ọmọ tí mo lè tẹ̀ náà tí mo ń ṣe bí ọ̀dẹ̀ fún yàn tí mo ń sunkún pé ẹjọ́ tí bá padà change agbára wọn ò lè ká mi mọ́. wọ́n gbé yẹn sẹ́wọ̀n yìí kò ní túmọ̀ sí mi gbogbo yẹn fíìmù ni ìrìn tí Sunday orin láyé tí ó fi jáde láyé ó ti wà lára rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn àtọ́lọ́. bàbá yìí ti bá rántí ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá mi dìbò lọ ara mi á balẹ̀ ni níjọ́ tí bàbá ń bá mi sílé tí gbogbo wọn ṣe gàràgàrà àwọn senators jókòó gbogbo wọn jókòó àwọn governors gbogbo wọn kún bẹ́ẹ̀ senator Omisore governor Ilọ́lá gbogbo wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ mímí kù bàbá ní gbogbo yín sì ẹ tẹ̀lé Sunday wá torí ta lè fi wá gbogbo ẹ̀ gọ́ọ̀nà wọn nítorí Sunday Igboho ọlọ́tà ó nítorí pé ẹ̀ ń rí lò agbára tí wọ́n ń lò ń bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ kálukú wojú ara wọn ó ní ara rẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run fi sí Sunday máa ń ṣe bí ọmọ kékeré ó lè dọ̀bálẹ̀ farúgbó ó lè dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún sọ́ọ́rí ó lè dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún ọmọ tó ṣe gbọ́n bí tọ́lọ́run fi kẹ́ ẹ sí lára ẹ̀ lè rí ìyá tó bí lójú yìí sájẹ ni wọ́n mi lóun ń sàjẹ́ kì í ṣe táàbù rẹ̀ gbàjẹ́ bàbá ó ti gbà fọ́lọ́run bí tí mo wà yìí ní ìbẹ̀rù kẹta mọ́ lẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run tó ní mi gbogbo yòókù yẹn gbogbo tó bá rẹ kí wọn dá lára bí wọn gbé mi déwájú jọọjì yẹn ní sọ fún pé mi bẹ̀rù ẹ mo bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run tó ní nínú gbogbo àdá tó bá fẹ́ fi mí dá kẹ́ fi mí dá bó bá fẹ́ gbé mi lọ Nàìjíríà kọ́ mọ gbé mi lọ Nàìjíríà ti ń gbé mi lọ àfi tí ọba sọlọ ń bẹ tọlọ́run bá ti ń bẹ Nàìjíríà kan gbé mi lọ bẹ kò sí nǹkan kan tó fi ṣe ebi Kánú ń bẹ mẹ ebi ìjà tí mò ń jà ní Kánú ń jà gbogbo wọn yẹn àfihàn àlẹ àfihàn dẹrù bara wa ni bó bá fẹ́ gbé mi lọ Nàìjíríà tí ọba sọlọ Nàìjíríà ló tó ẹ kọ́ lọ́n bẹ Nàìjíríà kan mọ gbé mi sọ bẹ kò sí tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ mo wà ń bí láti bí ó ti ń lo oṣù méjì ní ìsìn yọjú sí mi ń bí ẹni tí mo ṣe lọ́ọ̀yà plenty rẹ̀ èmi mo láwọn àgbààgbà lọ́ọ̀yà Nàìjíríà tí mo ń control tí wọ́n máa ń bá mẹ́nu lé mi tí ń ra wọn tẹ́ mo fọlọ́ búra ebi wo iye lọ́ọ̀yà ti ń lọ sí kéèsì mi nìbàdàn 42 àwọn àgbàlagbà lọ́ọ̀yà àwọn àgbàlagbà fún wọn kọ́bọ̀ fún tí lè kára ìdí ń dán mo dẹ̀ ń wìn ní mo ń wìn ní federal government ṣẹ́jú ṣẹ́jú rẹ̀ pẹ́ bọ́lọ́ ní ti sẹ́rẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yà ayẹyẹ bàbá mi tẹ́jẹ́ ẹ̀dákẹ́ àdúrà Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ń gbàdúrà yẹn.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Tell them Maiyegun is live. Thank you.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary.
Thank you very much for joining me. Remember, if you don't share the broadcast, others won't know that Maiyegun is live, and the message will be limited to those who are able to see it tonight. Share the broadcast.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube, Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun.
So the voice you just heard is that of Oloye Sunday Igboho from Benin Republic. They are prison in Benin Republic. I have been having my own personal concern about his legal team in Benin Republic. At the same time, I also have my own concern about the political string being pulled by the supposed Yoruba leaders in order to keep Oloye Sunday Igboho away completely from Nigeria, from Yoruba land until after 2023. I have my own concern, but good enough from that voice you just listen to. Oloye Sunday Igboho himself is concerned about his legal team. He said, what is going on here? I've got lawyers in Nigeria that represent me that are there fighting day and night. Better lawyers. And here, you just lock me up in here that I have no idea what you guys are doing. If you want to take me to the front of any judge, take me to the front of that judge. And I'm going to tell that judge that I fear no other, I don't fear any human being except for God. If your power is to send me back to Nigeria, send me back to Nigeria. Stop locking me up here and telling me stories every day. That's part of what we're going to talk about tonight. As Gumi just came out again to tell us that forget it, there will be no peace in Nigeria. There will be no ceasefire from the terrorists that the Boko Haram government is already giving amnesty to. Sheikh Gumi said, until they are properly settled, like the Niger Delta Militants, there will be no peace. Miyetti Allah too, they came out this time around stronger. They decided to go through the National Assembly that could possibly put up a law, put up a fight to stop the southern Nigeria from implementing the ban on open grazing. I have a lot for you tonight. If you have that same time, relax and let us enjoy this. But remember, share the broadcast.
ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran òòrè. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi.
Thank you so much. It's been 2 months, almost 2 months, that Oloye Sunday Igboho and his wife were intercepted at the Benin Republic airport when they were passing through, transiting, going to Germany. Few days before then, Nigeria terrorist government that had put a target on the back of Sunday Igboho. The man that stood up for the people of Ibarapa, Okeogun, Ayete, Igangan, and so many other parts of Oyo State. sending away the murderous Fulani terrorists, the ones they are now calling unknown gunmen or bandits, standing up for the people of Yoruba land, encouraging us to stand up all together and defend our land, defend ourselves, put a target on its back. On the 1st of July, something terrible happened. We've had rallies, we've had speeches everywhere, all over Yoruba land. Peaceful rallies, sensitization, awareness, and all that. Until the politicians in Yoruba land got wind of one of the messages that was, there will be no election in Yoruba land in 2023. That is bad for business. They unleashed the dragon. And as a reminder, this happened on the 1st of July inside Oloye Sunday Igboho's house, when unknown gunmen, they called them initially, but Igboho told us that those who came to his house were speaking French, and they were shouting, "We are DSS, Igboho come out, Igboho come out." And they only came to kill, not to arrest, because they committed no crime. As a reminder to every one of you, 2 months ago, more than 2 months ago, this was Oloye Sunday Igboho's house in Ibadan.
Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ mọ́jú tí wọ́n ní àwọn agbébọn ya wọ ibi ibẹ̀ ni BBC Yorùbá wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Lára àwọn ọkọ̀ tí wọ́n bàjẹ́ nílé Sunday Igboho náà lè láǹfààní láti rí àti rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn nílẹ̀ náà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà àbáwọlé kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú ilé tá a wà yìí. Òru mọ́jú ni wọ́n ní àwọn agbébọn náà dédé ya wọ inú ọgbà yìí tí ìbọn sì ń dún lákọlákọ. A ti rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọta ìbọn lẹ́nu ọ̀nà ká tó wọlé. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni màá fi hàn yín tí n bá ti ń jáde kúrò nínú ọgbà yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn wà níbi ọ̀nà méjì kan tó wọ àwọn ilé méjì nínú ọgbà yìí náà pẹ̀lú. Yàtọ̀ sí àwọn ọta ìbọn tó wọ ara mọ́tò tó fọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan níbí yìí, lára nǹkan tí BBC News Yorùbá tún rí, a rí ọmọ odó kan náà níta bí ìgbà tí wọ́n lò láti fi já ẹnu lóró wọlé nínú ọgbà náà. Kì í ṣe ọkọ̀ nìkan náà àti gbogbo inú ilé. Yàrá ìgbàlejò Sunday Igboho la wà yìí. ibi yàrá tí wọ́n ń sùn lélẹ̀.
Is it like
Please.
No.
I will say something later.
For doing absolute nothing. All right. And they killed 2 innocent people in that house that day, the 1st of July. Look at the man on the right. From the report, Alhaji Fatai, what we were told is that that man has an eye problem. Eye problem. He was blind. And Adisa Said Adogon is, a family man, a businessman who has his own hotel in Ikorodu. So when they got into the house that day, these unknown gunmen, before they came out to now display guns, the intention was to kill him for asking the Yorubas to defend themselves. They killed this man on the right, killed the man on the left, simply because they couldn't get Igbo, and they arrested the cat. A cat that they told us, they believed that Igbo would turn to a cat. So they arrested the cat until it became embarrassing, and they had to let, we don't know, when they were declaring things they took from Oloye Sunday Igboho's house, they did not declare the cat. Now that's what they did to him until he was advised. He had no intention of leaving Nigeria. I mean, I have some level of information and closeness to him and then his team. There was no plan for Igboho to leave Nigeria or go anywhere until it was advised that it is pretty much better to be alive. You have become the rallying point, a rallying figure for so many Yorubas all over the world. Their intention is to kill you. It's not to arrest you. With what you saw in his house there, the intention wasn't to arrest him. It was to kill him. You will be better useful to the Yoruba nation agitation alive. That was why he listened to that option of leaving Nigeria. But they've already put a red flag on him. A red flag that the Interpol always work with anyway, as long as you try to cross from one border to the other. That was how he got to Benin Republic. And when he got there, what we were told was because Interpol intercepted him. That was what we were told, not because he committed any crime in Benin Republic. That made him a political prisoner. I mean, a political asylum. It should be a political asylum. Holder there right away. Then we waited to see how the politics was going to play out. So we spent a whole week. His legal team in Benin Republic told us completely that their law, their legal system is different from Nigeria. Okay, fine. What is the crime? Is it going to be about extradition or what have you? We battled that for a whole week until they got to the final judge, the one that should eventually, I don't know how that works, the one that will eventually tell him is a crime and then, his judgment. And they said, that one said, no, this crime has nothing to do with Nigeria. This case has nothing to do with anything or any request from Nigeria. In fact, there was no single representative of Nigeria in any of the court proceedings. So this has nothing to do with Nigeria. At the last minute, oh, he has to go back. You have to take him to the proper prison so that we can now investigate. That was what his lawyer told us, that lawyer Salami. The judge said they will investigate. We asked him repeatedly, what was it that they said is the crime they are going to investigate? At least you have to know it as a lawyer so that you can put up your defense. They said, no, we should relax. We should relax. We should not pressure them. That was where I was having my own suspicion. And I believe that hearing the voice of Oloye Sunday Igboho tonight and every word of what he said, he is concerned too. There is something bigger than, that has nothing to do with Nigeria, as they have said. Let us take the word. Were those who asked them to hold Sunday Igboho, were they the Yoruba political scoundrels? Who were those who actually asked Benin Republic to help them capture Igboho? Who exactly sanctioned the attack on the house of Oloye Sunday Igboho to terminate his life, to kill him? Now, when you begin to trace this bit by bit, it will begin to make sense. I am not going to be here to cook up a conspiracy theory for you now. I just want you to think here. The legal system should be able to tell us exactly, because they've told us clearly. They said the reason why they are holding him is not because Nigeria is asking for him. That's so different from the reason why they said he was arrested. His lawyers won't tell us why or what that judge said. They want to go and investigate, and then he will come in to defend. What kind of legal system is that? Something is fishy. We heard that Ooni of Ife, Arole Oodua, sent representatives to Benin Republic. He constituted a committees to work with all responsible groups and reasonable groups all across Yoruba land and all over the world to try and harmonize the interest of the Yorubas and put it as a political, template that we can use. And in this regard, they told us, Olubadan of Ibadan, or Ooni of Ife, they sent delegates or delegation to Benin Republic when Oloye Sunday Igboho was arrested. Obasanjo visited Benin Republic. And listen, people can tell you a lot of things that would not make sense to you now until later. But I'm going to play this this phone call again. I believe that we have our Baba, Professor Banji Akintoye. I don't know if he's still pretty much in Benin Republic, but he's told us that he's not going to return to Nigeria until Igboho is free. But can we now begin to look beyond Burataye the butcher, look beyond Bokwari, the ones that want to have Igboho for dinner or for supper or for breakfast, whatever it's going to be, like a trophy on their shelf? You get what I mean? Those ones are waiting. But are we sure that those are not just the distraction, that they needed the real local enemy, the ones that are making us to continue to stay and be part of Nigeria? Well, what if they are actually the ones doing this? And since they have so much influence on Benin Republic, sincerely speaking, I have facts to tell you how much influence they do have. And conspiracy theory or no conspiracy theory, this doesn't make any sense. It was picked up within 2-3 days. They gave us a date that was going to appear in court. And within a week, we were able to know what was going on every now and then. But for the past 6 weeks, they shut everything down. What were those delegations doing in Benin Republic? What were they doing and what are they doing? Or what did they do when they went to Benin Republic? The legal team of Oloye Sunday Igboho has been compromised. It is either they have been deliberately put in the dark or they chose to deceive many of us from what is going on. And I'm not saying this to spite them. I am saying this because they need to convince us what legal system they have in Benin Republic that will not tell us the exact reason, the exact crime they are holding Oloye Sunday Igboho for. People of legal mind, people who sent delegation from the US, Yoruba body from the US, Yoruba body from the diaspora, that put resources together, put legal team together. But they were not given access to let them have access to Oloye Sunday Igboho when they got to Benin Republic. It's only legal team are those allowed. What is going on? They said a judge will give them the dates. What does that tell you? It means it can be forever. Does Igboho have the right to choose his own legal team now? Maybe this is the time we should begin to ask for that. Holding him this long, it is not the legal system in Benin Republic. It is the diplomatic African the African corruption, the corrupt system that is all about rob my back, I rob your back mentality, and this old greedy, rigged system cut across all the African countries, and no excuse of their legal system bullshit will make any sense anymore. 6 weeks. No one is telling us why they are holding him. They said it's not Nigeria. Then why are they holding him? Why are his own lawyers continue to tell us that it is their legal system? It doesn't make any sense to me. And that's why I'm going to play this again. Wait till the last part of this, if you can.
Avec quelques me convites de moi quelques me si vous et bodo se kaleni o change lórí won tí mo mi na won ko mo mi na fi ba won tí en baba me ile ni mi mo mi mo tí mo le se na tí mo nse bi ode fún yan tí mo tún kun pe ajo tó bá tí bá padà change agbára won de ka mi mo on pe yan se won yi kò ní túmọ̀ sí mi gbogbo en fi won ni irin tí Sunday o rin láyé tí ó fi jáde láyé o ti wà lára rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn atolo baba tí bá ran tí ọ̀rọ̀ baba mi de lo ara mi apale ni ìjọ tí baba ń bá mi sílé tí gbogbo wọn ṣe garagara àwọn senators jókòó gbogbo wọn jókòó àwọn governors gbogbo wọn kún bẹ́ẹ̀ Senator Omisore Governor Ilola gbogbo wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ mímí kù bàbá ní gbogbo yín sì ẹ tẹ̀lé Sunday wá torí ta lè fi wá gbogbo yẹn governor wọn nítorí Sunday Igboho ọlọ́tàn ó nítorí pé ẹ̀ ń rí lò agbára tí wọ́n ń lò ń bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ kálukú wojú ara wọn ó ní ara rẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run fi sí Sunday máa ń ṣe bí ọmọ kékeré ó lè dọ̀bálẹ̀ farúgbó ó lè dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún sọ́ọ́lì ó lè dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún ọmọ tó ṣe gbọ́nbi tọ́lọ́run fi kẹ́ ẹ sí lára ẹ̀ lè rí ìyá tó bí lójú yìí sájẹ ni wọ́n mi lóun ẹ̀ sájẹ iṣẹ́ tá a gbé wáyà rẹ̀ gbàjẹ́ bàbá ó ti gbà fọlọ́run bí tí mo wà yìí ní ìbẹ̀rù kankan mọ́ lẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run tó ní mi gbogbo yòókù yẹn gbogbo tó bá rẹ̀ kí wọ́n dá lára bí wọ́n gbé mi déwájú jọ́ọ̀jì yẹn ní sọ fún pé mi bẹ̀rù ẹ mo bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run tó ní mi ni gbogbo àdá tó bá fẹ́ fi mí dá kẹ́ fi mí dá bó bá fẹ́ gbé mi lọ Nàìjíríà kọ́ mọ gbé mi lọ Nàìjíríà ti ń gbé mi lọ àfi tí ọba sọ́lọ́ mbẹ́ tọ́lọ́ bá ti ń bẹ Nàìjíríà kan gbé mi lọ bẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan kan tó fi ṣe ebi Kánú ń bẹ mẹ́ ebi ìjà tí mò ń jà ní Kánú ń jà gbogbo wọn yẹn àfi halẹ̀ àfi dẹ́rù bara wa ni bó bá fẹ́ gbé mi lọ Nàìjíríà tí o bá sọ lọ Nàìjíríà ló tó ẹ kọlọ ń bẹ Nàìjíríà kọmọ gbé mi sọ bẹ kò sí tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ mo wà ń bí láti bí ó ti ń lo oṣù méjì ní èsì ẹ yọjú sí mi ń bí bí ẹni tí mo ṣe lọ́ọ̀yà plenty rẹ o èmi mo láwọn àgbààgbà lọ́ọ̀yà Nàìjíríà tí mo ń control tí wọ́n máa ń bá mẹ́nu lé mi tí ń ra wọn tẹ́ mo fọlọ́ ń búra ebi wo lọ́ọ̀yà ti ń lọ sí kéèsì mi ní Ìbàdàn 42 àwọn àgbàlagbà lọ́ọ̀yà àwọn àgbàlagbà fún kọ́bọ̀ fún tí lè kaba yìí ti ń dán mo dẹ̀ ń wìn ní mo ń wìn ní federal government ṣe ṣe jìrì pẹ́ bọ́lọ́ ní ti sẹ́rẹ̀ gbogbo yẹn àyè tẹ́ jẹ́ bàbá mi tẹ́ jẹ́ ẹ̀dákẹ́ àdúrà Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ń gbàdúrà yẹn.
Yes, there's more. There's a full audio, more than that. But you see that part where he said he's been in jail for almost 2 months and he's never seen his own lawyers. That lawyer continued to grant interviews, continue to tell us things and continue to tell us things, and they continue to make headlines in Nigeria. But did you hear where Igboho said, how can you be somebody's lawyer? I'm sorry that you didn't understand Yoruba, but let me try and break what he said there down, right? He said he's been in jail, that he's trying to remain calm and just remain calm until he's tired and fed up, that he doesn't even care anymore. That if they want to take him back to Nigeria, they should take him back to Nigeria. That, you know, one thing is that there was a time that he had to fight with them to change his own cell in their prison there. He fought them the same day. He said he told them, listen, I don't care what you're going to do. I'm not going to sleep in this place tonight. You have to change this cell for me tonight, or you either use your gun or kill me. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? They had to change the place for him. I have heard people who have tried to try to console themselves. For example, somebody was countering me for some reason, and I understand, and I don't take it personal, by the way. And he said, it was very, very direct, and I don't know if he's watching. He said, Maiyegun, my friend, shut up. Igboho is not in prison. Igboho is somewhere in a house where they just pretend to make it look like he's in prison. He just told us. He fought them before they could move him to a better place, still in their prison, not in a special mansion, as somebody told me to shut up. Now, imagine that. And yet, those who have the wherewithal, because what we found out is this, so people may agree with you that they don't like Buhari, they don't like Buhari. They hate APC, they hate APC. They may even sympathize with us. Oh, Yoruba Nation, sounds good. Biafra Republic, oh, well, that's great. But they are not buying it. The moment you tell them, no election, you will see their true color. That person where they call you comrade. Now you go come, they say, comrade, calm down. Comrade, calm down. Because if you haven't really seen hypocrisy, real life, it's simply because you are a Nigerian who personifies hypocrisy excellently. You with me? People are waiting for their own turn. So the moment the IPOB took the turn of no election, those who were pretentious sympathizers, they started taking the step back like, what do you mean by no election? Why can't you just vote? At least vote for PDP now. We know APC has fucked up, so vote for PDP. Since you won't vote for PDP and you want Biafra, no be so that they do amo. So now that the politicians have plotted that the only people that could really put or derail every other plan they have been having and validating all their criminality, so to say, so far so good, all the plans are about to go to blazes with the influence and the control of these two powerful guys who suddenly surge out from our failures anyway. So they all agreed. PDP, APC, APGA, everybody. Kanu must go. Igboho must go. And the plot and arrangement of how they would do it is what we have now seen. The same month that Buhari threatened that he was going to wipe out the dots, the Biafrans, that they are dots in a circle, the same month was the same month they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if you put 1 and 2 together, their effort is kill them or just make them go away. Whatever you can do, it doesn't really matter. Even England, UK, America, and the rest of our allies, they will support the idea, take them off the radar so that we can continue our plan and plot towards 2023. And trust me, it is working. You and I know the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the absence of Oloye Sunday Igboho. Their absence, you know what their absence have caused. You know that. So it's working. They are planned to put them away. And if you look around, just like so many people have told us, I have also probably shared that with you, that you see in that caliber of those criminals who parade themselves as different local champions for one Nigeria, these guys have no religion. They have no tribe. They have no culture. All they have is just one thing: interest. And if that interest will require them sacrificing their people as much as they have to, so be it. They have no religion. They have no tribe. They have no culture. They have no effort. They have no nothing. The only time they brandish those identities is when they want to rob you and they want you to validate that robbery. They call it elections. Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu, these two people will never make it easier for what they have already worked and planned. But, well, it's made them bring back, they bring forward their own agenda, the agenda of this bloodbath that we are seeing today. Even when the southern governors came together and they said, we are banning open grazing, as you have known, you heard what has been the response afterward. It's been threat against that same 2023. You know that. We want to call on those who are helping us legally, on the Yoruba Nation agitators, both in Nigeria and in Benin Republic. We are about to say we have lost confidence in the legal team of Oloye Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic. Something is fishy. Something is wrong. In Nigeria, the Biafrans knows what they are dealing with clearly. We don't. In Nigeria, where they have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped from Kenya and then extraordinarily renditioned back to Nigeria, they have taken him to court. They said it is the continuation of his treasonable charges and the effort to divide Nigeria, blah, 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 nonsense that they put together. The Biafrans knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing trial for a trumped-up, Fulani made-up charges. Very clear. And they directed their anger, their rage, towards those who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is pretty much clear. On Oloye Sunday Igboho, we don't know why they are holding him. We don't. And that is not good. That doesn't look good. And the only people, listen, the Biafrans will tell you, we don't trust everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers are telling them, especially when it comes to decision on this or that. Because we never heard from him. Fair enough. But look at us. Maiyegun, what is the latest on Oloye Sunday Igboho? What is going on? I'm like, okay, who are those I should speak to? Family members, personal assistants, media aides, or even friends, or possibly some other powerful people that are pretty much powerful in this struggle, which I have an influence. I mean, I have a privilege of speaking to. They were all in the dark. Or his lawyers will do better. So whatever they tell us, they are in the best position to present, to read what they want to present to the public, because millions of people are looking forward to hearing what they have to say. Then the lawyer comes out to tell us Igboho is crying. How does that help us? Igboho is telling people to remain calm. How does that help us? That's not going to help us. If his legal team, you see, when we have these guys in Nigeria who are handling our Oduduwa 12, right? Our brothers and sisters kidnapped on the day they attacked the house of Oloye Sunday Igboho and they killed 2 people. Whenever the lawyer, Barrister Olaje Ngbesi, He will come here and he will update us and he will say, well, we have gotten to this stage. We've met with this, we've met with our clients. We've seen the state of their condition. We have seen the treatment they have. You know what I mean? They are able to use that to help them in their arguments for bail or for freedom for these people. These guys don't meet Igboho. Igboho said he's been there for 2 months. And what kind of lawyers will be there that they don't interact, they don't meet with their clients for 2 months? That is a red flag. That validates our concerns. And that is why we are now saying, before we finally come out to pass a vote of no confidence on them, we are calling on the Ilana Omo Udua. Don't be too nice with this. Every night that Igboho sleep in that prison in Benin Republic, that is the right and the safety and the protection of the vulnerable, the weak, the targeted Yorubas in different communities in different parts of Yoruba land. Those people from those communities who are beginning to have a little bit of hope that they are going to stay alive and they will never become victims of this murderous AK-47 wielding terrorist. Now, every night that Igboho sleeps in that prison cell in Benin Republic, every night is a night of disappointment, is a night of letdown for these millions of people that scattered across the land of Yoruba land. Today, these millions of people that you and I will probably never really know about until their village or their villages are attacked, until their children are kidnapped, until their loved ones are killed, until their farms are destroyed, until they lost something. That is, if they are lucky enough that they lost enough, that is the only time you're going to hear this story. Now, every night Igboho sleeps in that prison cell in Benin Republic is a night of misery for those vulnerable people in Yoruba land, as those who are supposed to bring him out of that place continue to play the card of those who are keeping him there. Think about that. I'm not going to eat them too much tonight because I still want to believe that they can still make it right. But I'm calling on the Ilana Udua. This is us from the diaspora, asking you that whatever game they are playing, whether Obasanjo told them to keep him there. In fact, somebody told me, he said, Maiyegun, from what we were told, they said when Obasanjo met with their president in Benin Republic, he actually just told him what he presented as facts. They said Obasanjo told the Benin Republic president. Now, this is not verified, okay? And I don't want you to vilify Obasanjo for it. When we want to talk about them, we prefer to say things that are really verifiable, okay? Well, it kind of, will add up at the end of the day in a situation like this. They said they told them that they needed to be very careful that Igboho, what Sunday Igboho is fighting for, is indeed what Nnamdi Kanu is also fighting for, and it is to break up Nigeria. But if Benin Republic think it doesn't concern them, they should think twice, because the population of Benin Republic, the entire country, 18 to 20% of the entire population is made up of Yoruba-speaking people, Yoruba people, who also shared borders with us in Yoruba land, the current southwest Nigeria, the same place Obasanjo would not want us to break. So when people said that, I said, well, some said, they did a lot to say they should, because if Benin Republic should release him, Benin Republic is going to pay a very big price, more than just shutting down the border that Nigeria has shut down now for the past, 18, 19 months as we speak. So with all those economic threats and the rest of that, if Yoruba break away from Nigeria, the Yorubas in Benin Republic will also demand to join their brothers and sisters in Yoruba Republic, and they will leave Benin Republic, blah, 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 blah. That is not verified. Okay? Or again, it doesn't make any sense keeping him there. See, Sheikh Gumi repeatedly told us that the reason why people continue to demand that they don't want to be part of the murderous campaign in Nigeria is this. Okay. Nigeria is so messed up beyond just corruption. You know, if you are watching this video, you probably have heard a lot about corruption, 419, fraud, and the rest of that about Nigeria. A lot of things that you've heard about Nigeria. But you know, one thing is this, right? Nigeria is a poor country. Some of them don't like to say that. In fact, they don't agree. They will say, no, Nigeria is not poor. It's only that we have poor leaders who are just mismanaging and stealing our money. But they have no idea that when you have poor people leading a country, not just because they have no money, but because they are so poor in mind, they are so poor in deed. And what do you expect from poor mind to produce? Any success? Of course not. So and they say a country is, what do you call it? The leadership of a country is a reflection of the people in that country. So when you look at it from 1960 to date, if they tell you Nigeria is a rich country, only that the terrible leaders are the ones who made us poor. No. The leaders are the citizens of that country who aspire to acquire, to maguire, to be the leaders. And then they pass on their own ideas, the poverty, the poor idea onto the rest of the country. And in 60 years, they made Nigeria the poverty capital of the world. But you see, there's no crime you're talking about here. When you talk about a financial crime, this crime, that crime, anything that has to do with financial crime, bank fraud and the rest of that, Nigeria doesn't even come close to the top 3 most fraudulent country in the whole world. But the reason why we always take the top notch is because it's this. They've told us that Nigeria is the biggest black nation on earth, okay? The biggest, the most populous black nation on earth. They've told us that. So anything that happens in Nigeria is expected to come in a bigger size. If there's still a corruption, the former Prime Minister of UK, David Cameron, he came out and he said, you see, Nigeria is not just corrupt. Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. That the level of money they are stealing from that country, if they try that in the UK for just 1 year, UK will go bankrupt. People will go on the street begging. But Nigerians, as they are, their leaders, as corrupt as they are, they still get away with all those, right? Long story short, Nigeria is a poor country led by poor mind who have kind of mastered the art of manipulation, subjugation to keep power. But here is the deal. Terrorists took over power in Nigeria 60 years ago. Jihadist apologists, Taliban apologists, ISIL and the rest of them. And since then, they have ensured that the indigenous people in Nigeria feel the brunt, the bite, and the attack of their unleashed barbarian or barbaric army on the rest of the country, looking for one thing: the gold, the land. Now, you would expect the most populous country in the whole world to have the most populous black army in the whole world, the black military, black intelligence, the most this, the most that, but not until you give your country to the terrorists. Then you have an idea that all those doesn't really count. They don't really matter. A sheikh has made a name for himself as the negotiator, the locator, the founder, and the man who speaks the language of the terrorists who have now occupied Nigeria. They've surrounded the entire Nigeria. In 2013, we were told that, if Nigeria made it through 2015, then we'll see how long it's going to last. The prediction is actually going to be, it's going to run out by the 2035. We are pretty much just running out. And if they say Nigeria will break between 2015 and then the next 20 years, which will make it 2035, This is 2021. We are just 14 years away. Boko Haram has done a great job that indigenous people are beginning to say, since we can't protect ourselves, since we can't defend ourselves, since the government won't protect or defend us, why then are we still part of this union? What exactly is the submission of our sovereignty to be part of Nigeria, which we never did, by the way? It was forced on us, right? If all these are no longer guaranteed, then we no longer want to be part of this union. Now, the people that pushed us to that level, they tend to be smarter, more than what you can imagine. They've just told us now that whether you and I hate it, no matter how much we hate it, no matter how much you think Nigeria is this or that, you are going nowhere, one, and there will be no peace until you give amnesty to the terrorists, even though those who claim to have repented. Repentant terrorists, de-radicalized, rehabilitated, and they were even given money. They went back to the same terrorism, to kidnapping, and, think about that. But when they, just as a reminder, by the way, when they grabbed, this is where this actually gets so really crazy, right? Igboho committed no crime other than asking the Yoruba people to stand up and defend the vulnerable people, the women, the children, the weak, the aged, the people that are the easy prey for the Fulani terrorists that are ransacking our villages. He didn't do anything wrong. And they went for his life. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't do anything wrong. And they called for his head. But you see, those who are doing this daily marking, these daily killings, they get repentance, but it's still not enough. I mean, because according to them, the government that should keep those who are victims safe, that government doesn't really see them as terrorists. The government sees them as businessmen. If not, I mean, school children, kidnapping of school children is not really a crime to the spokesperson for those who are defending the terrorists that actually brought us to this level. People will ask, Maiyegun, how did we get here? How did we get here? How did Nigeria get to this point? The people that brought us to this level are telling us to normalize terrorism, accept it as a way of life, learn how to live with it, because it is not really as bad as you think. But if you call for the breakup of Nigeria, that is deadly. I didn't say it. Somebody said it. And just today, he came back to tell us there will be no peace until you give amnesty to these terrorists. Say.
When you ask a battery of questions, how do you expect me to convince you? Let me step one by one. IPOB is attacking the police, is attacking the army, is attacking INEC, government institutions, killing our men in service. And the herdsmen are kidnapping children, not to kill them, to get money. So how can you compare somebody who's killing our gallant men in the armed forces directly, attacking them, to somebody who's kidnapping children to make money, not to kill them? Look, we need some fairness in what we are doing.
So how do you, and listen, this is exactly how they see them. Forget whatever they are saying. How do you coexist in a country like that, where terrorists are getting pardoned, paid, and activists are having targets placed on their backs to be hunted down? It is their country, Nigeristan. But sharing a name with you doesn't really make us your secondment. I don't agree with that. And they pushed us to this level. And they're not stopping. That's another thing. Some people are even trying to pacify them. For example, Anambra State Governor, somebody who felt like if it is for peace, okay, maybe we should try this idea and maybe that will bring peace. What was that idea? You won't believe it. Listen.
The herdsmen, where they are. If you destroy any farm, will you pay? And if you kill their cows, you pay. That is, Anambra community must pay them. If they destroy your farm, they will pay you. And it has been happening. If for any reason somebody dies, it's a police matter, but if our people is killed, they will pay 500,000 naira while the police continues the action. If their people is killed, we also pay 500,000 naira. And, you know, so we have handled this very well.
Just for peace. That's what they said. Trying to make peace with killers. If you kill anybody in Anambra State as an herdsman, you will pay 500,000 naira and police will continue their case as if to say there will be any case. If you kill any Fulani herdsman in Anambra, you will pay 500,000 to the Fulani as if to say that will stop them from the reprisal attack that will come back and kill tens of hundreds of people in the communities, not just one community, but many communities. Making peace. And that is why E82, thank you so much for your super sticker. Thank you. Guys, if you are watching me on YouTube and this is your first time, you know, you can just give me that subscription on there, right? And for everyone who is already subscribed, can you just give that, you know, that like, that up thumb? Can you just tap that for a sec as we proceed? Because I want to show you what Miyetti Allah just asked the Federal National Assembly, where the Gbajabia Mole, as well as the other rubber stamp Senate president, is asking them, as long as they will pay money, they may pull a stunt on the southern governors, and that's Nigeria for you. Okay, so we have over 2,000 of us on YouTube. Okay, so and we only have about 600 of us who could just say, "Well done, Maiyegun." But you can make it and take it up. Where do we have the rest of our 1,500 people watching? Give that thumb up on that there if you can. Subscribe if you haven't. Set your notification if you haven't as well. On Facebook, don't comment thumbs. Don't worry. Just like the video, like the broadcast. Some of you can't even comment under the broadcast. No be me, it's Facebook. But for those of you who can comment, I'll be reading your comments, okay? Yeah, let's take it to at least 1,000. So we've managed to get to 700 now. I'm going to give you a sec to do that. I do that all the time. It's called a break. Let's take a break while everyone can leave the chat room and give that thumb up under that video. I'll be back. Thank you very much. So yeah, only a few people have managed to. If you want to click that like under that video, all you have to do is you have to leave the chat room. Then you go back in. After you thumb up, okay? Miyetti Allah, they said, you remember they told you that they were not going to obey any law made by any southern governor or wherever. Forget it. They are not going to obey any law. They already have people who are working to make sure that the collaborative, or let me say the united decision of the southern governors when they met and unanimously, well, not anymore, unanimously then decided that they were going to ban open grazing. And they said they were going to all go into their different houses of assemblies to ask their members to promulgate bills that will ban open grazing and will prescribe punishment and what have you, to stop all these incessant attacks and killings. People who are moving cows, committing crimes, moving guns and weapons all over the place. It was a very good thing to do to curb this movement of cows and guns and terrorists. But we've had some who have said, no, we are not doing that. No. 2023. 2023. Ebonyi is likely not going to pass any open grazing bill. Imo State has a law. Hopeless Uzodinjo is not going to implement it, of course. Anambra, where 500,000 is worth a human life. How much is 500,000 in dollars anymore? Today, your dollar is 530 naira to a dollar. Really? And a pound, I heard, a pound is 700 and something too, but probably 730 naira to a pound. Wow. So 500,000 naira if you die, if any husband kill your family, anybody, 500K in Anambra. So there are places that they are not going to implement that, but Miyetti Allah is not going to have that because in Ondo State, they have already started arresting them. Sincerely speaking, Ondo governor seems to be active now. Is the next autumn. They have already placed a price tag on autumn. They know that those who are protecting autumn for now can do so. After this, autumn will be exposed and they can easily just go after him and kill him. They've already put a fatwa on him. Miyetti Allah in Nigeria. Under Buhari, a state governor is currently, he has a tag on his head by this group who are now approaching, the same group who is now approaching the National Assembly to do something about the southern governor. Do you have time? Watch this.
Anti-grazing laws and banning of open grazing is a satanic agenda to destroy our means of livelihood by desperate politicians acting on faulty and self-serving security reports. It is Frederick Bessia in 1801, in his Economic Sufism, who said, when plunder becomes a way of life of a group of men living together in a society, they create for themselves in the course of time a legal system that authorizes it and a moral code that glorifies it. This is a clear case of the current rush to create negative laws against our cultural heritage. Anti-grazing laws and policies are attempts to ban open grazing are nothing but populist and corrupt-driven agenda designed by visionless, inept, and desperate politicians to destroy pastoralist means of livelihood. These dangerous and satanic laws must be nipped in the bud by the National Assembly to safeguard the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as it portends greater danger to the corporate existence of the country. These oppressive laws and hostile policies being enacted by state governors are fundamentally going against the Fulani pastoralist culture, economic interests, and constitutional rights. It is important to note that interstate movement of pastoralists is similar to interstate commerce, which is an exclusive preserve of the legislative powers of the National Assembly under Item 62 of the exclusive legislative list. To this effect, any action taken by any state assembly that is in conflict with the above section of the 1999 Constitution as amended is null and void and of no effect and of no consequences to the pastoralists. These laws do not take into cognizance the sociology, economic of production, climate variation, and other push factors that are inherent in pastoralist movements across ecological zones. It is a common knowledge that Nigerian mode of agricultural practice is still primitive all over the country and are not consistent with global best practices. So why singling out the pastoralists who have been suffering from cumulative years of neglect in terms of development from both federal, state, and local governments? There is a looming danger and security implications of these satanic laws by the ill-informed governors on national security. The laws will destroy livestock production and send into poverty millions of people that depend on livestock value chain. The butchers, the transporters, the livestock dealers, the consumers who are used to affordable source of beef and milk are going to be affected. The laws will undermine relative peace and stability currently enjoyed in local communities and threaten social order. The laws will exacerbate cattle rustling in local communities as criminal gangs and state-sponsored vigilantes like Amotekun and other state-sponsored gangs to be rustling our cattle. The laws will lead to a serious humanitarian crisis as families will be destabilized, market and economic livelihood will be disrupted. The laws will lead to massive cross-border migration that will create further security challenges for the country. Our prayers. The National Assembly and Mr. President to intervene and stop the current attempts by some state governors to criminalize our means of livelihood of cattle rearing through enacting of satanic and obnoxious laws they call anti-grazing laws, which I call antichrist, targeted at Fulani pastoralists. The federal government should create a ministry for livestock and fisheries as obtainable in many African countries. Nigerians should adopt strategies in responding to changes of climate change as it affects livestock production, not negative laws. Government should take an inventory of all existing grazing reserves, traditional grazing areas, transhumance corridors, major stock routes, and fully develop at least one grazing reserve in each senatorial zone in line with the recommendation of the Interministerial Committee on Livestock Development in Nigeria 2015, the report of Presidential Committee on Pastoralists and Insecurity 2014, and the
Wait. He said the law made by the southern governors is against their cultural heritage as pastorists. Pastorists who move cows everywhere. So it's against their culture. So law made in South. So are we pastorists in southern Nigeria? See, before you know where to direct your courses, Princess, I've been reading that your destiny there, okay? All of you, if you want to direct your course and everything, no waste time. Now this man, may you send them to this guy. Send them to this guy.
When French was challenged, they turned to their general, Charles de Gaulle. Correct? When Britain was challenged, they turned to their great general, Winston Churchill. Correct? Today, Nigeria is challenged, economically challenged, physically challenged, security challenged. Who do we turn to? Malami and Buhari is the right man for the job. If you talk of military experience, he has it abundantly. If you talk of courage, he has it abundantly.
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
Do you understand? Many people were asking, what is that little girl saying? The little girl is just saying, well, now she understands. I don't even think it's a girl. But the child was saying that, now I understand. Now I understand very well. Do you understand too? So if you want to curse anybody, I just say, may you divide them, make you make them, make it rich, okay? Now that person where they now your own wisdom shows you. Now that one bring Miyetti Allah. You see those guys who dress like they are pastorists. Those guys are 419 terrorists too. If you see them in Abuja, you see that one with Akete, with that hat, the guy is a billionaire on his own since this business started. He has his own police convoy. You will think he's a senator or a governor. If you see him in Abuja, he drives his own expensive toys too, automobile. Like guys, forget about the camera. Somebody said, why is the media giving them attention? Oh, if you like saying outside Nigeria, you there, Abby? You have no idea. I hope you do. Show the year. It is unfortunate people say that. And lastly, just before I start taking calls, because I want to take calls tonight, let people tell me what they think, okay? But before I start taking calls, I've used my time. I'm going to take a drink break, okay? In order for you to, for those of you who still have some leftover courses that you probably don't want, you have not wasted everything on the Miyetti Allah, and you have not gone to the Amuda, Ogundele, Ogunlere, and then you have not shared the, you have not wasted everything on a Buhari. While I take my drink break, maybe all of you should help me donate the rest of your courses to this while we dance. Thank you very much, everyone. I have my first caller. I just don't want all of you to be so stingy and all of that. You can be generous. There are many people that you can tell them, now God could punish you, this one. You know what I mean? You are free. Hello there, sir.
Hello, this is OY calling.
OY from?
Yeah, from the United States of America.
From the US. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Maiyegun.
Sir.
Oh, yeah, KTV handwriting on the wall. Oloye tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ó yí ọmọ tó ń ké o. Ó sì yí bàbá ẹ̀ tó ń rẹ̀ ẹ́. Ṣé ẹ lọ́pàá tó wá sí Benin Republic? Ó ní telecommunication sí Benin Republic. Business tiẹ̀ ló kọ́kọ́ wá dù. Rántí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó lóye mọ́ sọ, ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ó máa balẹ̀ fún.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ní kì í dédé sọ̀rọ̀ Maiyegun. Ìkan náà ni wá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ bá rántí ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa, ó wà ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Clearly. Ó ti ń come clearly.
Yeah. Àwọn ìdí kan láti. Tẹ́rí tí Maiyegun bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, Maiyegun pọ̀ gan-an. Àwa tá a gba skul tí Maiyegun gbà kọjá náà pọ̀ gan-an.
Rẹpẹtẹ.
Àwa kan lè mọ sọ̀rọ̀. But Yorùbá ó kù díẹ̀ tí ẹ̀kọ́ á tó fojú mímu hàn. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi dàbí òwe Maiyegun.
Ọlọ́gbọ́n wọ́n ní ó ti di ìlú àgídìgbò.
Maiyegun fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan kan.
Bàbá.
Gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ pé àwọn jálágbára tí wọ́n ń so kéèsì ara wọn nígbà tí olóyè dìde àwọn dà. Ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ tí nǹkan kan ní mo ń sọ mo ń bá yín sọ nǹkan kan sí i. Ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ti mọ̀ pé mo ní kẹ́ ẹ wo android tó wà lórí wọ́ọ̀ yẹn kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ bó ṣe ń lọ. Àwọn tó ń bá wa jẹun nígbà tí owó epo wà àwọn dà. Wọ́n sí mọ̀ gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń flaunt ara wọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ fẹ́ gboyè àwa náà lágbára àwa náà ṣe kinní kan where are they?
Kí wọ́n sọ di popularity contest nígbà yẹn.
Gbogbo àwọn yẹn wọ́n ti kó wọn sọ̀dí. Àwọn kan ọ̀fẹ́ dalẹ̀ Maiyegun bẹ́tì wọ́n ti jẹ́ kó yé wọn pé kàkà kékú mọ̀ ṣe kó mọ̀ ṣe kinní kan ni á fi ṣàwàdà dànù ni. Ọmọ Yorùbá lèmi o. Mo gbólóhùn kékékékéké. Ọmọ Yorùbá gidi ni mí, mo gbé Jẹ̀bú dàgbà. Maiyegun. Jẹ́ kí n fáwọn èèyàn mi láàyè láti sọ̀rọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ sì pọ̀ nínú láti sọ.
Ọ̀pọ̀lọ́ ní pé tá a bá débi ìrù.
Àfònè. Tẹ́lá wa ta lọ sí local government staff school yẹn. A sì pọ̀.
Gidi adẹ̀wúlò bàjẹ́.
A pọ̀ sẹ́ẹ̀. Tẹ́lá wa tí mọ́mí ọ̀pẹ kọ́. Mọ́mí ọ̀pẹ tí ọkọ wa. A pọ̀. Maiyegun. Ìjọba ẹni bọ̀dá Jímọ̀. Àwọn ọmọ Jímọ̀ pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi wò yẹn lọ Maiyegun. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa jẹ́ kí n pẹ́.
Ẹ ṣeun gan. Yeah, God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, guys, that if you don't speak Yoruba and you don't understand that, it was pretty much full of idioms and all of that. I wish we could break that down. I wish I could, but I hope my next caller will do that for me. Hello there.
Yeah. Hello, Ekale, Maiyegun.
Sir.
Olaolu ló sọ̀rọ̀ láti England.
God bless you, sir.
Olaoluwa, yeah. Yeah. You know, ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ lálẹ́ nípa what you are saying about Oloye Sunday Igboho lálẹ́. You remember, I've told you that what Sunday Igboho is going through, the plan and everything is not done by anybody. It's done by Yoruba people.
I remember you told us that.
So that's right. It's done by Yoruba people. Likewise, Kano problem, Nnamdi Kano problem is done by the Igbo leaders. Now, remember the other time when I called you again, then I said to you, the missions of Obasanjo in Benin Republic. You remember, since when this Werewu, okay? But please, if I call Obasanjo any name, you can show my
you are Maiyegun's diary Politico, sir. Olaoluwa, you know you are Maiyegun's diary Politico. Yes. You see, everything you say, right, you own it. And the platform is uncensored.
Yes.
Please, feel free. But if you can have in mind that we do have children too, right, that would be good. So you can jumble it about. Don't hold anything back. Don't. Please.
Yeah. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is that Obasanjo lẹ́yìn that kí n sọ nǹkan lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ìpè tí mo ṣẹ́ fún àrò àbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọmọ bó ṣe ṣàdúrà sí ìjọ yẹn. So, n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé tẹ́lẹ̀ Yoruba matter, this Sunday Igboho matter, it involves a lot of these Yoruba people. But if you remember, again, I told you that the game is going to go to next, the frustration level.
You did.
Let me analyze that frustration level tonight. People don't understand. Now, these Yoruba agitations, Biafra agitation we are talking about, we that we are doing this, we have to remember that these people that we are fighting, the system we are fighting is being entrenched. They have money and guns.
They do.
Okay? So we don't have money. We don't have that gun as well. Okay? So now, you know that mic you are carrying every day is is bigger than narrow and bomb for them. They are not peaceful. So what you are doing, and some other editors are doing on the media like that, you are doing with. Okay? When it comes to share Nigeria patrimony.
They don't have religion.
Okay?
They don't have tribe. They don't have anything like that.
That's right. And then there's no resources for Nigeria to survive this onslaught because a country that is using almost 9 naira out of 6 naira they get to pay to service the debt. How would they survive? So now the frustration is going to come from the sons and daughters of ordinary people to start attacking these people very soon.
Thank you so much, sir.
You always say, so give them time. People give them time, but let us continue our own agitation. Don't let us stop.
We will. And you know the strongest tool, sir, as they said, the most powerful tool is the mind. And who controls the mind, if you have a mind filled with good liberating messages, right? You don't need bombs and all the guns like many people are thinking. The mind of the people is the most powerful tool.
You know the job you are doing. You know, especially you are, especially you.
Yes, sir.
The job you are doing, I don't watch anybody. I only watch you because you are a very intelligent person.
Thank you, sir.
You are very, very intelligent. Okay.
Thank you.
So I don't watch all intelligent people. You are very intelligent people and very bold.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm brave.
I'll take
and I know for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for all the time anyway, because you are a regular. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
So I have another caller. Somehow, I don't know. Can you see me? Just a moment, please. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, can you guys see me? I don't know. I think my video just disappeared at some point. Can you still see me on your screen?
I can't see my screen right now, but I know before you stopped the call, I couldn't see you. I couldn't.
Everything just went dark. Okay.
Yes, it did.
Give me a minute, all right? I'm going to pop you on hold, okay? I'll be back. For everyone that can still hear me, something is wrong with my link there. I'm going to pop a music, and when I get back, we will continue. Please don't leave the call, okay? I'll be back.
Where is the president of the Sioux? Those that are ruling his name is Fulani. To tell you that their modernization first agenda is now complete. Totally complete after that. Where is their president from? Fulani. Chief of Staff, Fulani. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Fulani. Senate President of Nigeria is Kanuli of Process, Fulani. Deputy Speaker is Fulani. The Army Chief of Staff is Fulani. Navy Chief, Fulani. Police IG, Fulani. DSS is Fulani. National Intelligence Agency, Fulani. National Security Advisor is Kanuli of Process. Janjaweed. Why do you hate Igbo people? I want to prove to all the Fulani that the hatred today in the Sioux was brought about by Fulani Janjaweedism. Is it very clear to you now how they roll? Is it very clear? Listen to the minister.
All right. Let's hope this work. All right. Just before we continue, my caller, okay, please give me a sec. I want to see myself on the screen. Yeah, I think you can see me now. Well, it's better.
I'm not able to see the screen, but I'm sure the others would.
Yeah, people are seeing me now. They can see me now. Yeah, I can see myself as well. Anyway, your name, please.
Yes. Okay, this is Wanyi Dot again.
Wanyi Dot, my dear sister. How are you tonight?
I am fine. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. What the last... I'm calling from London. I forgot. What the last speaker was saying about listening to you because you're very, very intelligent. Honestly, that is the reason I listen to you. Because you have a lot of people who are just talking, but they are not able to really analyze things. But you analyze things properly, and you are really a very intelligent guy, and I must commend you for that. Now, my contribution to today, for what is being said today, I'm so sorry, Naiyegun. I've come here now. I've forgotten my train of thoughts, but it's fine. I will start from somewhere.
Just fire. Anything that comes to mind.
Yes. Okay. The first thing that came to my mind really is this. You know, people need to really understand that this liberation process is a very spiritual process. Because I've had situations whereby I've argued with people and I'm like, how can people be so blind that you cannot see what is going on? Actually, a friend of mine told me, you people are, you and your people who are thinking like this, people are in the rabbit hole. I'm like, people are dying on a daily basis and you're telling me that, are we paranoid or something? But then I was praying about this whole thing and I believe God opened my eyes to something. If you remember when Christ was on the face of the earth preaching to people about salvation, a lot of people did not understand what he was talking about. And that is exactly what is going on here. Because freedom fighting is the same thing as salvation. It's exactly the same thing. Because if your spirit, you are trying to liberate your spirit, but your body is dying already, what kind of, so it's exactly one and the same thing. And that's what people need to, since then I stopped arguing with people, I don't argue with people. I just pray for them. I pray that their eyes will be open, not by the butt of the gun, but that their eyes is open well before that. And I want to reiterate what I was saying last time. Yes, the voice we have is this mic, this platform that we all use to come out and say what we are saying. But let us all focus on also making sure that there is no election 2023, that people just sit at home, because that is the most powerful message we can send to the whole world. By God's grace, I'm going to start creating flyers to start putting out there. And if I'm able to, I might send one to you. If you provide me with your email or something, I can send one to you so that we can start putting it there. That people should start putting it in their mind. This is the voice we have to say we can no longer, okay, look at us here. Look at us. We're already having kids. Our kids are abroad. These children are going to end up being lost in these countries. They will face racism, they will face all sorts, and they have no place to call their own. So if we cannot stand up now and fight for these children, who is going to do it for them?
Who's going to do it?
Who is going to do it for them? So we must give this thing. Okay, and then what I wanted to say, yes, I remember. The Fulani man that was saying that the anti-grazing laws are against his cultural practice. And I asked him, does he know that in Igbo land, that open grazing is against our culture?
I don't think he cares, and that's where the problem is.
Does he know that Yoruba land is against their own culture too?
It is.
Does he know that even as a Christian, that in Exodus, that anti-grazing is even in their Islam language self, anti-grazing is against their religious practice.
Centuries ago.
So how can somebody who came from Futajalon come to our own homeland and ancestry and tell us that what we are practicing is against his own cultural practice, so we should shift and get out of our land for him to do what he wants to do?
Okay. How is that going to be easy?
How? All our Igbo leaders, today you say we should curse them. I am cursing them. If they continue on this path, they will never know peace. Even the rain that falls upon their head will be a curse for them. Even the water that they drink will be a curse for them. Even the food that they eat will be a curse to their bodies. They will never know peace. They will never know peace. They even down to their children's and to their children's generation, because they have chosen to oppress us and to kill us and to kill our future and to kill our children. Their own children will know no peace. They will go and they will be going from places to places looking for the solution for their problem, and they will never find it because we have cursed them. They are cursed from their root, from the crown of their head to the sole of their feet. They are cursed, and so shall it be. He says.
God bless you. In Yoruba, we say, no curse again. But you see those ones that you have already delivered there, so shall they be. You have a good evening.
You too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Up now.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, God bless.
I like it when it's passionate, when the delivery is more passionate from the heart. Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
I greet you, brother.
I greet you too. I know you are looking at your screen because I'm about to guess, but I'll let you do the talk. The introduction. If it's not Ahmed, I'll be glad it's not you. If it's you, then I guess right.
It's Ahmed. It's Ahmed.
All right, yeah. So people know me and you anyway, so you don't need much introduction. And I'm glad you called in tonight. I thought you would do that next time. You weren't lucky. How are you?
All right. Thank you. I'm fine. How about you?
Surviving. I am surviving. I'm still here.
No, we are not surviving. We're all surviving. Thank God. We're all surviving.
Thank you.
Ashima survived Kamali Gugu and all this rubbish that is going on. Basically, yeah. So basically, what I want to say is what the last caller just said when she said open grazing is against the culture of Igbo land and stuff like that. Not just Igbo land. As a Muslim, open grazing is not okay. If you have animals you rear as a Muslim, you have to keep them in your own environment. They don't have to go to the neighbor. Even the neighbor, if they eat anything from the neighbor, they are eating haram. Which that what they are eating from that neighbor will be a cost upon you. So like you said, when you said these people, they don't have religion, they don't really have religion.
No.
They don't have religion. They just think of that culture up to like, this is our own religion. So sometimes I say this, I'm a Muslim, but the way these Hausas, these people practice Islam, they are bringing their own culture into it.
God bless you.
Because even we have a translatory Quran you can go and use, educate yourself with it. So all these people, they preach based on their own mindset, their own way of life, not the way of life of Islam. Because even the Prophet, he lived with the non-Muslim, and they called him Al-Amin. Al-Amin means the trustworthy. They used to go to him to give him their goods, like, keep this for us. We'll come back because you are the only person we trust. And they will come back, they make their thing. These people, they don't even practice anything that calls Islam. They are practicing their own madness. But they are using that.
They go into places, they rob people, kidnap people. I mean, when your cows trespass on another person's farm, with what I know about, with what Islam actually, really taught people is that if your cow graze on people's farm and destroy that farm, you have to ask for the value of that destruction and pay it. You don't fight. You don't argue. You go there and ask, what did my cow destroy? And you must make sure it never happens again. That's what I read, but not today. Anyway.
I was having a conversation. I posted what happened about this Guinea military takeover, everything like that on my Facebook. And one guy came on and he was like, he has been seeing me posting this. He knows I'm a Muslim, like I'm supporting these people. I said, no, I'm a Muslim and I'm supporting justice.
That's right.
I'm not supporting the madness these people are put into your whole head to think that people that are asking to leave, people that are asking that they want to be on their own, they are actually terrorists. Meanwhile, the people that are terrorizing them, they are the same.
No, they call those ones businessmen.
And they come and tell you, he said, those people, they go about, they burn offices. I said, that is what your government told you. So that they would reach you so that you will never see anything like that. Like, you never see anything good with that. Okay, let's say, Nnamdi Kanu, let's say, all what they said, he's doing it. Yes, he's doing it. What about Sunday Igboho? Let's even say he's doing it. What about Igboho? How many people are
also burn police station? Maybe they said they found God in his own house. And
I asked what they say is all life. But if you say Nnamdi Kanu owns this, that, okay, you can't even fly back and go back to where they were raising their flag. When they started killing them. Okay, let's keep that aside. What about Igboho opposition? What about Igboho? What did he do? How many people has he killed? So you guys are just onto this ethnic, religious madness.
Just and the guy was like, what is actually not even religious, I would say, is madness, you call it. And they say in Yoruba,
whereby, I say I live in a place whereby I can think very good. So you are in Nigeria, you cannot think and tell me this because I just look at you that you are mad because you are actually mad. So that is the case.
Ahmed, thank you so much for calling in tonight. Okay, let me take another call. Thank you so much. You had a good one. Man. Nice one. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello, Maiyegun. This is Emeka. I'm calling you from Malaysia.
Emeka from Malaysia. How are you tonight, bro? Or is it morning in Malaysia?
It's morning, sir.
It's morning already. How are you?
I don't sleep until I finish listening to you. Then I can go to bed.
Oh, bless you, Emeka. I won't keep you up for too long then. So please fire on.
Maiyegun, thank you so much. I listened to the lady that called you, the one you thought, and after I listened to her, I started laughing. I just decided to call you today. I didn't plan to call you today, but Maiyegun, there's something I want to point out. The Fulani man that you played his video.
Yes.
He said that moving cattle from places to places, it is their culture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Imo State. In Imo State, I know this law, we have this law in almost the Igbo land. Listen, in our place, you don't allow your goats. You know, we have, in the village, we have goats, right?
Yes.
If you allow your goat to go into people's farm, there are designated people that are bound to arrest that your goat, put it somewhere, you come and pay fine to collect that your goat. Any Igbo man that is
listening to me can tell me witness that we have. It is the same, Emeka. In Yoruba, land, where I grew up, I grew up in a community, Odogbolu in Ijebu, right? If your goat should eat anybody's, even person food, if your goat should eat person food, you have to buy the food for that person again and give them the money to go and buy it. You don't go about and say, why did they put their food there?
Good. So, Maiyegun, if we have this law, even before the Nigerian law, whatever, this one is indigenous one that we have in our different places. So, Fulani, if your culture is moving around, our culture is not moving around. So that one is on the other side. Then, Maiyegun, there's something. Some people are saying there will be no election. There will be no election. But Maiyegun, listen to me, my brother.
Okay.
This is going to be very, very difficult. You know why, Maiyegun?
Tell us.
I don't know what is wrong with our people. A Nigerian can sell out for 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira is 1 ringgit. 1 Malaysian ringgit, I swear to cannot buy you some in this country. But a Nigerian can sell out for 1,000. So, Maiyegun, then now, let me say this. Nnamdi Kanu have been preaching for so many years. That is why you now see the compliance of our people like this. But when it comes to election, I'm telling you, it's a no-go area. Now, why did Nigerian government cut Chief Sunday Igboho short? Because if they allow him to stay longer, the message will now permeate into the Yoruba people. They will now start behaving like the Igbo people. Now, if you say no election, you might get like 30 or 40% in Igbo land. But in Yoruba land, where, people have not spoke that message enough, it will be very, very difficult.
100% right, Emeka, see, you are 100% right.
The only way, my brother, to this thing is violence. The only way Fulani will just dodge from you is violence. I'm telling you. And Maiyegun, let me tell you,
please.
If not for ESN, if not for Fulani have seen that we have AK-47, they are kidnapped and I'm telling you, the only thing the only fear that Fulani have right now, that they are just like pretending, is because they know that we have AK-47. That is why they are just trying to like play politics. So my brother, this no election, except somebody will come up from Yoruba land now and start preaching again. But I don't know how long is it. Man have been talking since 2012. That is why our people can behave this way. So take from 2012 to 2021, how many years it took, that message had to sunk into the head of our people. That's so right. I don't that no election, I don't see it. Our people will not go.
The way the whole thing
once
is playing out.
Once they give them 500 naira, Maiyegun, once they give them 500 naira, buy a lost soap, divide it into 2-4 and give it to 4 women. I'm telling you, they will go and vote.
They will go and vote. See, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I said, these people are winning. They've put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu away. They've put Oloye Sunday Igboho away. And in the next couple of months, apart from the news of these killings that they are telling people to get used to, the next couple of months, their campaign for 2023 will take over everywhere. And our brothers and sisters who agree for breakup, for Biafra, agree with Oduduwa Nation, you start hearing them telling you that, well, let's give it time. Let us do 2023 first. So I understand where you're coming from. But you know, one thing is this. It is a journey that I've told people that this is not, it's not a relay. It is a marathon that we can go on and on until we get to that promised land, okay? But we'll keep trying. We'll keep doing this. And thank you, Emeka.
Thank you so much.
Your observation is so legit because I did discuss that with somebody too. Thank you so much. You have a good one, Baba.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I have a caller. Hello.
Hey, are you still on live? Or is
you are live.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was a quick one. This is David from Houston.
David from
Houston.
From Houston. That's
great. I know you've forgotten that name. Yeah, you've forgotten that name. I called you before, man.
Did you say David, by the way? Did you say David?
Huh?
Did you say David?
Yeah, I was enjoying it.
David.
Huh?
Did you say David? Your name is David, yeah?
Yeah, David.
Fantastic.
Yeah, David.
So, David, you are live.
Yeah, man. Great grace to your elbow, man.
Thanks, man.
You're doing a great job.
Thanks, man.
You're doing a great job. Like these three callers, that the one adult, Emeka, and the other Yoruba guy that called, Omo. You guys, there's something I watched on TV today. I was like, can you imagine the audacity of this guy? This cow speaking to a whole, see what the Southern leaders have done to us. This guy they can give him a platform and he was ordering them. What they're doing is nonsense. Then these people they are now becoming like a Taliban to us. And this is what our Southern leaders have done for us. See what they like. Can anybody in the South have a platform like that and start telling the Fulani that they cannot come and if they will not arrest them? Look at the platform.
Let's even put this scenario like that, David. Let's put this scenario like this, yeah? Let's say Igboho, they give a press conference and they say they are fighting in northern Nigeria for not giving them land for the Igbo businessmen who want to establish spare part businesses and different other businesses. And they are fighting, and they now give a press conference and say, for not giving them land in northern Nigeria is against the culture of Igbo people. Like, what do you think the reaction would be if you played the other side?
You see, this is the thing that, I wasn't a follower of Anambra, but now see why his talk was so, that this our Southern governors, they really go to the north and bend down for them.
They did.
And they pull their pants down. They really pull their pants down. What kind of audacity can this, a cow, that guy is a cow. How can he just come out and be speaking to professors, largely professors in the South, and they're letting this will go away? They are Taliban, Taliban have entered Nigeria. They are going to hand them over. You see, Buhari is going to hand over. There's not even an election. We're just pretending, doing propaganda. They have their plan. This is hand over to the Taliban by 2023. We are making no election. I'm so scared.
Somebody was talking to me the other day and he said, Maiyegun, if we sit down very well and watch things very well, closely, yeah, there's so much chaos that Buhari can actually, by law, is allowed to do it too. He can declare state of emergency in at least more than 15 states in Nigeria today. And that is more than 2/3 of the entire state in the country. And by so doing, yeah, the law allows him to stay for as long as there's peace in those areas before they can conduct election in Nigeria. Whether Biafran says no election, whether the Yoruba says no election, who told you that Buhari even has a plan of conducting election in the first place?
Oh my God! Like the last 2 weeks, it was a week ago. I called it and said, what, the Southerners, we should not hold our Southern leaders responsible. When we catch them, we beat them to death. Because these people are really telling us like they don't care because their portfolio is outside the country. They can travel out and run away and leave us with all this Taliban. This is getting too much. We don't know what to do. We need to, and again, kudos to you.
Thank you.
Because, since they got the Sunday Igboho and Nandekano, you're the only one on the ground for the Southwest. But you are not there with them. And I think that We need more voice for the Southwest. We need more voice. Look at all the whole local election they did yesterday, or day before yesterday. See how the crowd were there. The Congress, these people are taking over back. These people we are winning. They're taking them over back.
I know. They've weaponized poverty. You know what I mean? But thank you so much, David, for calling tonight, okay? Let me take this other call too. God bless you, bro. It's a pleasure talking to you, by the way. I have another caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Princess. Is that Princess?
Yes, right.
Princess Omoba. Ayaba Omoba. Which of them? Oh, join. Oh, join. So, how are you tonight, ma?
I'm fine, and you, Michael?
Well, I'm very well, thank you. So, you are live, by the way?
Yes. Well done, Michael.
Thank you.
These Fulani people, yeah? We've been told they are Nigerians, Abi.
Well, they are trying to force us to believe that they are Nigerians. But we know that they are not.
If they are truly Nigerians, where is their ancestral land?
Right. That.
Why should you ask indigenous people of Nigeria for land?
If you are indigenous yourselves.
Yes, you should have a place you come from. There should be land there.
That's right.
These people are obviously running their private businesses. I should give my land to someone that is running a private business. Emeka has said it all. Maiyegun, we are not ready. I am beating my chest here. You can see that I'm not shouting now. Because I am tired. I'm a bit frustrated. Local government election, Dolo, should tell you Southerners will vote over the 2023.
They will campaign too, Princess. You will see rally.
I went to the seaside, Baba. I went to the seaside about 3-4 months ago before they had that local government chairman election. I went to buy fish. I saw elderly women. They were dictating terms, the amount they will collect from people. That if they are able to give them 10,000 naira, they will go and vote. I had to sit them down and talk sense into them. Elderly women in their 60s. Because I don't understand. We are not ready, Maiyegun. You are just here coming to tell us and, trying to frustrate some of us. I'm right, but yeah.
Princess, they did APC membership revalidation in Ogun State. When I saw crowd in Abeokuta, I gave up.
You'll be surprised.
I gave up.
Because I there know people working with these people. They are cooks, they are gardeners, they are chauffeurs, are human beings like you and I. Don't we have people that can operate drones? These people come out of their compounds, they attend parties. They attend functions, they go out there. They are everywhere. K1 was telling somebody to kneel down. So, what is all this? We are not ready, Baba. Anybody, tell me what I don't know. I've been frustrated this night. I can't eat.
Amen.
To take and sleep. But the thing is, we are not ready, Baba.
Yeah, we won't give up. You know what I mean? We know that
we are not ready.
A year ago, 2 years ago.
These hopeless people that came out in Abeokuta that you said you saw were the same people that came out. Someone was delusional ni Abibawo. The thing is, Bashe White. I know for a fact I am a Yoruba woman. Maiyegun. Yorubas are the worst people you can mess with. Mama Sikira can be next door, and when they are giving all the laws, all the things, she won't follow it or she won't listen, but she knows what is going on. She has an idea of what is going on. She can tell you when she starts breaking it down for you, you will know that she knows what's up. By the time people are ready, last jai, because we are going to have a fight. We are going to have a war. It is going to happen.
I believe.
And the other way around, there is every possibility there won't be one blood shed like this. They won't shed any blood, and we will get whatever it is we are looking for.
I believe.
Yoruba people are the worst people to mess with.
I mean, you will be surprised at how much our women actually knows when it comes to this whole thing going on. But like you said, we are not ready. When we are
ready, know it. The market women, if you go to them, people buy things from them. They know people that would normally come and buy 5, 6 birds, chicken from them that can't even afford to buy one anymore. They know what is going on. We can fight this thing without shedding one blood like this. That Yoba. Just look over your shoulder when they call Yoba. They'll fucking deal with you.
Especially when they are ready. But I think somebody's going to push us to that level, right? Princess, somebody, and that person is Buhari.
Buhari is doing a very good job. He's doing that right. He's the man for the job. You know, our own Oloye Buruku, to anybody long.
Everybody go collect your own share now. Now breakfast. Thank you so much, Princess. Let me take another call. I have a caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening.
Thank you. Hello, sir.
How you go?
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. Here, this is Tunde from South Africa.
Tunde, my brother from South Africa. How are you today? Once again.
I'm fine. I'm okay. We're just getting into what's it called now? Summer is getting hot. So.
Oh, bless you. We are looking forward to autumn, then winter. It's not looking good for us here yet. But summer, enjoying the sun mixed with rain, wind. But lucky you, enjoy it while it lasts.
Exactly. Maiyegun, Princess has said it all. She said it all. We are not ready. And, you know, poverty is a strong thing. Poverty is a strong thing. No. We shouldn't lie. We must not overlook that. You know that poverty must not overlook it. It has done a big damage in that country.
Of damages.
And it has affected, you know, I used to say something. People used to think, when you mention mental health, people think mental health, you're insulting. You're not insulting anybody.
It's not.
We get problem. Mental health, it's a big time thing, bro. Baba, it's a big time thing. As it is affecting everybody in that country. Listen to what Princess said. People are their sisters. Oh, truly run that for God's sake. Where are we going to? Where? What? You know what? There are two things that's going to happen. It's either we settle now, we sit down, think deeply, and we start thinking properly, or else those who will fight this battle and there will be bloodshed are coming.
Do you even know something, Tunde? That when you talk about people not thinking, and I do think about this, and it worries me. Before this escalation of these Fulani terrorists as we have them today, and this insecurity everywhere today, my initial worry back then was the neglect of these young people that are now being given birth to in Yoruba land, where our education system has been destroyed, where healthcare system has been destroyed. Now, more people have become more poorer, that they can't even afford to eat, talk less of sending their children to school. Even those who manage to send their children to school, they are not guaranteed that those children will find job in the same society that these criminals are ruling, right? Now, I was telling myself, I said, you see those children we abandoned now. There are people, me and you, we are hustling now. We are struggling. We are hustling with our lives, using everything we can, doing everything legitimately from all over the world. One day, 20 years down the line, you go back to that to Lagos. You go back to Yoruba land. You see those we abandoned, that these people abandoned, that are turning to the vuvuzelas, agberos, and these political ocean, political criminals. Those ones are the timely bomb that I was so worried about, before this Fulani terrorism became this big goal. And they are still there. Even when we resolve the problem of Fulani invasion, Tunde, what are we going to do to the army of untrained, uneducated, unemployed, unemployable Yoruba sons and daughters? Tunde?
Maiyegun, you said it all. See, do you know what you just said now is what I have been thinking about several years ago, before Fulani, whatever came up. I used to think about it because I look at some coming up youth and I mean, so many damages have been done already. Our education is very, very, very bad. And I was worried about that, not knowing something bigger than that is still coming. I mean, how are we going to deal with all these things at the same time? We have a big problem. And that's what I'm saying. By the time these youths, these young ones can't tolerate this anymore, there will be bloodshed. I'm telling you. People, you see all these people, all these celebrities that they are behaving like they are not seeing anything. They'll start seeing things when people start going into their houses and robbing them up. Young guys will be robbing them. There was a time I was called from home that a youth from like 15, 16, 17, 18 were robbing people, going to people's houses until people had to come out and defend themselves.
I remember.
You understand? This is what is still going to happen. It's still gonna. That one was just phase one.
That worries me. Today, honestly speaking, every time we talk about Fulani this, Fulani that, I know that we will get rid of this whole thing at some point. They will go. They will be gone. All this intimidation, all this spread, terrorists. I mean, Fulani. We can deal with that when we get to that point. We will get rid of them. But what are we going to do to the army of unemployed, untrained, abandoned young people by these criminals who are parading as our leaders? What are we going to do about them?
Exactly. Imagine if you just look at what is going on in even our higher institutions. We are breeding people who have got no training at all. I'm telling you, this is why our system is crumbling. Every system is crumbling. I'm telling you, every part, every infrastructure, everything in that country is crumbling.
And let us wake up easily, peacefully, and no bloodshed. Let everybody go manage with their own problems. We can retrain our people in Yoruba land if we have access to our resources without anybody dictating how we're going to spend it for us anywhere.
We will. If we have all these things to ourselves, we will. Not like somebody from Katsina or whatever will be dictating what's going to happen in southern part or in Open State. No, it's an insult. No, to be honest, it's an insult. Because
Princess said we are not ready.
This Fulani.
Princess said we are not ready. Or maybe when we are ready.
We are not. Because she's right. No, pertaining to what's going on, when you talk to people, it's we waste some people. In fact, I've stopped talking to some people in Nigeria. I won't lie to you. I mean, I'm not talking like we don't talk, but when it comes to things going on in that country, I don't talk to them about it anymore. Because whenever you're talking from this side, they go the other side. I don't know. Maybe they are ignorant or what. I don't understand.
It's intentional.
You know,
They deviate. They deviate. So when you try to make a comment or make a statement or whatever they deviated to, they change it again. But Tunde, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Okay? Exactly. Thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Thank you, Maiyegun. God bless you. Please continue what you're doing.
You stay safe.
We cherish you a lot, brother.
God bless you.
Thank you, God.
You have a good one, man. Nice
Thank you. Take care.
You too. Yeah. I have another caller. Sorry, I don't know. I just feel connected to every one of you so differently. And Tunde from South Africa is just like any of you too. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir. Is that Odenekpagu?
Yes, I am the one. Thank you.
Ekpagu, my brother.
Thank you, my general.
How are you doing?
The truth. I'm good. How are you?
Beautiful. And thanks. You're alive, by the way.
Yes, Maiyegun, we are running a federal system of government, all right?
That's right. A pseudo-federal.
That's what they say. Here. So, is there any consultation when presidency or presidents are making all these moves? Open grazing, waterways bill, Ruga, cattle colony, now is farm estate. Is there any consultations at all? Can they just wake up in the morning and tell us that they want to create farm estate for us without we, being aware of it?
Well, they did try to consult, but it wasn't a consultation per se. Ekpagu, right? It was pretty much like, we want to take those land there. We want to take those land there. We'll give you some money. And people said, no, there's no land to take. So there was no consultation.
The way
and every now and then they ask, people told them, we have no land. No land.
Because my father was a farmer. I was born in a farm settlement. And the federal government has not played any role in anything that concerns our farm. Why now? They brought Ruga, they brought colony, they brought waterways bill, they brought ranching. Why do they have vast land in Kaduna State? I know Kaduna, I know Niger State. They have vast land more than the whole southeastern Nigeria. Why are they always on this land, everyday land, the same topic? People should wake up. This thing is not ordinary. But previous scholars said about uneducated youth. Listen, most of uneducated youth don't know what is going on in Nigeria. And if you're talking now, they will see you as a threat. That you are this, you are that, you are this, you are collecting money from this, not knowing that you are speaking for them.
They don't know.
The reason why they are the way they are right now is because of the politicians that put them in that mess. But they don't know. They don't know. I don't know when they will realize that Nigeria is sinking. And the Fulanis are fighting their last fight. If they lose this fight, that's the end of the day for them. They will not do nothing again. No land for them. That's that one for sure. Any governor from the south that give them land, you're on your own, because at the end of the day, we will go back and collect our land.
Of course.
Fulani has no ancestral land in Nigeria. They are not from Nigeria per se. That's why they are busy going from one place to another to take land. Because they don't have any land. If you say Nigeria divide them now, go back to your place. Fulani has no great grandfather. They only have my name is Aminu Sokoto. My name is Kanuri Zamfara. My name is Kaduna Ibrahim. That's all they know. Like now, they are jubilating that the president of Guinea Conakry or Guinea was overthrown. They were happy. But now, do you know what is going on there? You know that Fulani has I think they have 40% population of that country called Guinea Conakry.
They have a different name for them. They are not actually Fulani, so to say. But maybe culturally, yeah. But I get what you mean.
Culturally, they are. Yes. Now, they are feeling marginalized in Guinea Conakry. They said they have more population in Guinea Conakry, but those that they call minority are the one in power, controlling them. Now they are angry over that. But now coming to Nigeria, Fulanis are less than 5 million in Nigeria, but they are the one controlling over 200 million of us, and we are comfortable doing that. Do you see the trick now? They are controlling us in Nigeria, But they don't want other people to control them in other countries. They call it apartheid. You understand? But they're comfortable doing the same thing in Nigeria and trying to do it more. Do you understand? Nigerians should wake up. Nigerians should wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Stop sleeping. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, people. You'll be compelled to speak like us. We are talking now. You think we are just yapping. You will be compelled to speak like us. But if I be late for you, maybe your head will be at the back of your neck. By then, wake up, people. Thank you, my general. Thank you a lot.
My brother. You are my last caller tonight, and I love the way the closure.
Lovely.
Trust
First
me.
time.
I know. I love it when guys do this brilliant closure. I mean, this closure for me, it just saved me the time. You know, so thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you a lot.
It's a pleasure.
All right.
Hearing from
Have a
you
good
tonight.
night. Okay.
Bro, all right?
All right.
Have a good one, okay? And bye-bye. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time with me tonight. Okay, this is where we're going to draw the curtain tonight. Thank you to every one of you, the callers, the contributors, the sharers, the likers, the dislikers, and every one of you who made tonight a little bit interesting as well. Okay, to my friends on YouTube, thank you to every one of you. Again, if this is your first time of watching Maiyegun, remember you can leave me that subscribe on there. Give me that thumb up if you can. If you haven't, I mean, I'm gonna see you some other time. Somebody said, Maiyegun, we want to listen to that Fulani again. However, don't leave without leaving that like or that thumb up. I'm gonna see you some other time. So, good night.
Where is the president of the zoo? Frogman. Those that are ruling his name is Fulani. To tell you that their modernization first agenda is now complete. Totally complete after that. Where is their president from? Fulani. Chief of Staff, Fulani. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Fulani. Senate President of Nigeria is coming, of course, is Fulani. Deputy Speaker is Fulani. The Army Chief of Staff is Fulani. Navy Chief Fulani. Police IG Fulani. DSS is Fulani. National Intelligence Agency Fulani. National Security Advisor is Kanuri, of course, is Janjaweed. Why do you hate Igbo people? I want to prove to all the Fulani that the hatred today in the zoo was brought about by Fulani Janjaweedism. Is it very clear to you now how they roll? Is it very clear? Listen to the ministry. Minister of Defense, Fulani. Minister of Finance, Fulani. Somebody that studied the Sharia law is the head of the judicial system, Fulani. Is it very clear to you now how they go? This is Oloye Republic. Federal Capital Territory, Fulani. Agriculture, Fulani. Police Affairs, Fulani. Aviation, Fulani. Communication, Fulani. Power, Fulani. Water resources, Fulani. Everything is Fulani. All the 19 northern governors are Fulani except Benue, Plateau, and Kogi. Every northern, apart from 4, the rest are all Fulani. Is it very clear to you now how they work? This is Oloye Republic. Because Fulani have a game plan. From the word go, their game plan is to dominate and subjugate you. Dominate and subjugate. Where is their president from? Fulani. Chief of Staff, Fulani. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Fulani. Senate President of Nigeria is Kanuri, of course, is Fulani. Deputy Speaker is Fulani. The Army Chief of Staff is Fulani. Navy Chief Fulani. Police IG Fulani. DSS is Fulani. National Intelligence Agency Fulani. National Security Advisor is Kanuri, of course, is Fulani. Minister of Defense, Fulani. Fulani. Minister of Finance.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. bá rúfin o. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin o. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù. Maiyegun ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Maiyegun mami. Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti